My young dumplings, are you ready for the next stage of your training? After 2 weeks of training in Belgium, you now have 1 week more to train. And then you're gonna be off to Norwegian hell, where you're gonna be trained by Alistair or the Rocket Dave and Junior Tristan. But you have to be fun about it. Are you ready or not? I'll ask you and dare you.
That was good.
So there was no video last week. I had one ready to go, but it turns out I filmed some things on the Fuzab shoot that are not allowed to be seen yet.
Stop it. Don't put that in.
I'm now on my way back to Belgium for our 4th week. I did say 4th week, but I'll take you back now to last week in the Dome where I filmed a Q&A. Just a heads up, we were all pretty tired, so not the best answering of questions. 3rd day of our 3rd week here in the Dome. These stats.
We're 3 weeks in and I am going strong.
That sleep score. Optimal. I was attacked by a mosquito last night. It kept coming for me. On John or David. To mix things up a little bit, this week I'm going to do a Q&A. It's your questions we're answering. First question we've got actually is from Dave. Why are Billy's jokes and pranks so rubbish? Does that hurt, Billy? It's a little bit offensive.
First of all, I'd like to strongly disagree.
Another question we've got. Any nicknames on the team?
Billy's is the fluffer.
Fluffer. Morning. Nobody was really receptive to questions at breakfast. My nicknames. I get Tarzan, Mowgli, LT, and sometimes Tigros. Dave gets D, Davros, and Pops if we're trying to offend him. Billy, Bill, Cousin Wilhelm, definitely not Bilbo. Jai goes by the Jai Bomb. Alan is the one and only Highlander, and Tristan's is quite simple, just T. But if I was ballsy, I'd call him the General. But I'm not ballsy.
Yeah, you're late.
It's another question we've got, Dave. Why is Dave always late?
I
don't know. Is Dave often late, Billy?
The majority of the time, yes.
Why? He refuses to admit he's late, and so therefore he's always going to be late. Come on, David.
Dave, you're late.
Davros. He's in a blind panic now. Officially, Dave is not late today, unless you're saying if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. That's your only criticism there, David.
You can't move the goalpost.
There has been a request for a Dave Riding Spotify playlist, though.
That's not happening.
You'd be better off with the Billy Spotify playlist. Sorry, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Come on, Dave, get into this one. Oh!
Out of nowhere.
Oh, can't you get out, Dave? What was that about Billy's pranks and jokes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, jump. Fullerton there. Fullerton.
That's decent, that. Ideal choice for warm-ups. Hello.
Hello.
Dave gave Tristan a B- for his course set yesterday. Now it looks like we're getting something from hell. Been thinking about that ever since you got the criticism. Now we'll all suffer. Thanks, Dave. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm a solid 6 to 8.
That's it. That session didn't disappoint. I struggled. Started to piece things together a little towards the end. We had a slightly easier course, found my way again, back to a decent feeling. Now I need to get out of here. Thanks, boys. Oosh! I've had the unfortunate realisation I forgot my lunch.
Oh shit.
Bloomin' hungry. Oi! Stop throwing acorns and come answer some questions. Right, who's the fastest indoors?
Right.
And are Billy and Laurie keeping up with Dave?
It's a three-way battle every day.
I'm struggling to keep up with these guys.
But I normally have Billy by about 3 honeys.
Currently, I'm owing out a lot of coffees. Unless we're doing no polls in the stubbies, then I can just about hold my own. As I'm sitting here hungry because I've forgotten my lunch and we're waiting for Dave, do you find it difficult keeping on top of nutrition while you're on the road? Yes.
I thought Laurie was still looping.
The answer is yes. What is more likely to happen this season? Dave have another win or Wendy Holdner have her first win?
Come on, Wendy. What are you waiting for? Rumour has it she wants to do it later than me.
She got 7 years. Oh, David. Keeping on top of nutrition question, is it frustrating? We've resorted to the petrol station lunch. Soak it in. Soak it in.
You're getting a bit of vitamin B12 and C, innit?
What about D? What do we like? What do we like to do in our spare time after skiing? Oh, quite a lot of this. This the acorn toss recipe for disaster. You're running scared, Dave. Ooh,
Yeah, that's what you get.
3, 2, 1, go. Ow! Oh, I was scared of that one. Excellent dismount. We got some questions left. Quite a few questions left, actually. There's one here that's not a question, but it's a suggestion, and that we should all dye our beards or mustaches for Movember.
In order to dye a beard, you have to have a beard.
Okay, beards, no.
It's not happening.
You've definitely got mustache to be dyed. Compared to current glacier conditions, why do you use the dome?
Much better.
You know what? Every day we go in there, the conditions are exactly the same. We've had rainy days, we've had sunny days, but we've always had ice. -1.
How long you got? Well, you have to understand that you have to be able to ski at all conditions. So there's a time and a place to practice all conditions. However, on a glacier now, it can be dumping with snow. They're mobbed. Just want to do some precise, focused practice on my weaknesses. We know what we're going to get until Tristan sets, then we don't. We know what we're going to get with the piste, weather. You can focus,
Repetition.
repeat. You don't get better sitting on your arse, go skiing, we do it in there. Then we go to Sweden.
That's as simple as that, really. What's everyone's biggest weakness?
My biceps.
I wake up and I just think of excellence.
My biggest weakness is my facial hair. It's a disappointment.
My inability to not train.
What do you enjoy doing with your time in the off season? Like a bit of tricking, gardening, travelling, seeing new places, meeting up with friends if I have time. A lot of laughing over here, not a lot of actual doing.
That's last.
Not combing your hair, that's for sure.
It's like being in the UK, just chilling.
Chilling, being at home.
Go on holiday for 10 days, 12 days.
Spending time with Nina.
Yeah, well, now that, yeah.
What's in the bag? Eating chocolate.
You did that while you unwrapped a bounty.
Oh, biggest wink for him.
Crisps.
So, I enjoy playing a bit of golf, seeing friends you don't get to see all the time, because you're away quite a lot, and I really enjoy a Sunday roast.
A Sunday roast?
As in, like, going out for a Sunday roast.
Going out, okay, going out.
You were there for a while.
Yeah.
What up, MTV? Welcome to my crib.
So that was the end of the day in the life with questions, but by the end of the day I was still left with questions to answer. So I've got another 6.5 hours of this drive, so I might as well answer some of those questions now. How do you grip on sheet ice? I think a video Jai sent me is probably a better description. This next one was one for me. I started skiing at Aldershot Ski Race Club. What was my fastest time down Aldershot? And who was my favourite coach at Aldershot? This was a long time ago. I briefly remember getting a time in like the 9 seconds. My favourite coach, so I'd say there's two that stick out to me. So there's a guy, I think his name is Simon, and then Rob Atkins. Can a 19-year-old still make it as a ski racer? Yeah, well, I guess it depends on what stage you're at now, but never say never. If you're willing to put the work in, some people are late bloomers, like Dave. Goals for the season. For me, one of them's got to be consistency. There were points last year where I may have given anyone watching a heart attack.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
A little reduction on that front would be quite helpful. Intent, attack, commitment, fighting to the finish. 2 runs at each race. Don't ask for much. How did the fun foraging go? Are we okay for the season? First off, I want to say thank you to everyone showing support when we put out the video and our GoFundMe page. We had a great reaction and a lot of people came out to support us. So really grateful for that. In terms of support for the team and any sponsors, there's still uncertainty. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with the federation and who they've approached, if anyone's approached them. For the future, we need to find sponsors. We still need to find sponsors so that the funding is sustainable. That is the best answer I can give, I think. And that's all the questions we had, at least all the ones that were PG rated anyway. That last week was a tough one for me. I think the fatigue caught up with me a bit and I struggled. Billy was saying it can take a long time to build up confidence and a good feeling, and it's really quick to lose it and doubt yourself. So I had a bit of that going on. This weekend we had an extra day off in the break. Feeling good now. I don't want to leave the dome on a bad note. Let's go into this next week. Bit of focus. Mustache is looking good. See you next week.
I told him, get back in your box, Billy. So he did. Back in your box.
Oh my goodness. Merry Christmas!